Hey, let's talk about one of the most nerve-wracking moments for any guy. You see a woman you're really interested in. You want to go talk to her, but your brain just completely freezes up. You start worrying, am I going to come off as creepy or desperate or just another nice guy who has no idea what to say? And so, what do? You do nothing. You walk away, and you spend the rest of the day, maybe even the rest of the week, kicking yourself for it. Does that sound familiar? What if I told you the problem isn't actually you? It's a flawed set of rules you've been taught your whole life. We've all been told that to talk to someone, you need a perfect pickup line, a witty opener, or that you have to impress her immediately, right from the first second. But let me tell you, that is a guaranteed recipe for coming off as awkward and unnatural. Today, we're going to throw those old rules out the window and rewrite them. I'm going to give you a simple, 3-step framework for starting a conversation that feels natural, that's respectful, and that actually works. Step 1 is the most important part of this entire process, and it happens before you even think about opening your mouth. It's all about a mindset shift. You have to stop seeking approval and start seeking connection. Right now, when you see her, your internal monologue probably sounds something like this. I hope she likes me. What can I say to make her like me? Please like me. That neediness, that desperation for a good review, it leaks out in your body language, your tone, and it just makes things weird for everyone. Your new internal monologue needs to be, I wonder what she's like. Let's see if we have a cool connection. You rate changing your role from a performer who is begging for applause to an explorer who is genuinely looking for an interesting interaction. This single shift will change your energy completely. You'll seem more relaxed, more confident, and way more approachable. Now, with that new mindset firmly in place, we move on to step 2, the opener. I want you to completely forget about cheesy lines. The goal of your opener is not to impress her. It's simply to start a conversation. The easiest and most effective formula is this: observation plus question. You make a neutral, non-creepy observation about your immediate environment, and then you turn it into a genuine question. It's that simple. For example, you see her reading a book in a coffee shop. You could say, "Oh, I've heard of that author. Is that book any good?" You notice the coffee in the shop seems really popular. You could say, "Wow, the drink looks amazing. Is it as good as it looks?" The observation gives you a natural reason to talk that isn't just, "Hey, I think you're hot." And the question immediately hands the conversational ball over to her. It's low pressure, it's respectful, and it gives her an easy way to respond. But what happens after hello? This is where most guys completely panic. They get a response, and their mind goes blank. So, this brings us to step 3, keeping the conversation engine running. The secret here is a powerful technique called threading. All you have to do is listen carefully for a key word, a topic, or an emotion in her answer, and then you just pull on that thread with a follow-up question. Let's go back to our coffee shop example. You ask about her drink, and she says, "Yeah, this coffee is my reward after a really crazy morning at work." Boom. You now have multiple threads you can pull on. You could pull on the work thread. What do you do that makes mornings so crazy? You could pull on the reward thread. Ah, I totally get that. What's your go-to reward usually? Or you could pull on the crazy morning thread. UHO. Sounds like there's a story there. What happened? You see what's happening. You are not interrogating her with a list of boring questions. You are simply following the path of the conversation that she is creating for you. Your only job is to be curious and listen. And how do you know if it's actually working? How can you tell if she is interested? You need to look for the number 1 sign. She invests back into the conversation. She doesn't just give you one-word answers. She elaborates. She shares a little more. And most importantly, she asks you questions back. When you hear her say, "How about you? What do you do?" or "What are you up to today?" that is the golden ticket. It means she's engaged, she's interested, and she wants to keep the interaction going. So, let's recap the whole framework. First, Shift your mindset from seeking approval to seeking a genuine connection. Second, use a simple observation plus question formula to start the conversation naturally. And third, keep the ball rolling by listening actively and pulling on those conversational threads. This isn't about becoming some smooth-talking player. It's about learning how to be a genuinely interested and interesting person. It's about showing respect and curiosity. When you first start practicing this, it will probably feel a little awkward. That's totally normal. But the more you do it, the more it will become second nature. You'll stop being the guy who freezes up and start being the guy who knows how to make a real, authentic connection with someone. If this video helped you out, do me a favor and hit the like button. And be sure to subscribe for more content just like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.